Hi everybody. In this video, we're going to look at factorizing quadratic expressions. And this is in the form where the coefficient of the x squared term does not equal 1. So we'll work through two sets of examples, and then we'll try some exam style questions. And if you want to work along with me, you can download this PDF from my website. I'll leave a link below. So if we begin with 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. To factorize a quadratic, we need two brackets. And this term, multiplied by this one, when you expand these out, must give us the 2x squared term. So we can have 2x here and 1x here. So when you expand them out, we do get the 2x squared. And the other terms, this one and this one, must multiply to give us a positive 3. So we need to look at the factors of 3. And because 3 is a prime number, it can only be 1 times 3. But the number that goes here gets multiplied by this positive 2x. And the one that goes here gets multiplied by the positive x. So what we need to think about is which of these two numbers, when we double and we add it to the other, do we get the 5x? So if we double the positive 1, we times this by 2, then we get 2. And if we have a 3, we add this to the 2, we'll get the 5. So this means, because we have to double this 1, the 1 would go here, and that's a positive 1. And that means the other 3 must go here. And we can check this works. If I just expand these out, we've got 2x squared plus the 2x plus the 3x plus the 3. And these do collect together to give us the 5x term, which we wanted there. Okay? So in factorized form, we've got 2x plus 3 multiplied by x plus 1. Let's try example 2. Let's try this one. So we've got 2x squared plus 7x plus 5. We'll use two brackets, and we know that x terms must multiply to give us 2x squared. So we'll have 2x in one bracket and x in the other. And now we need these terms to multiply to give us a positive 5. And again, because 5 is a prime number, it's just going to be 1 times 5. Now, whichever number goes here is doubled. So we need to double one of these numbers and then add it to the other number to give us the x term. So which number do you think we need to double? So we need to double this positive 1. And then we'll get 1 times 2 plus the 5, that will give us the 7. So because we're doubling the 1, that will go here. It's a positive 1. And that will be the 5 term. Again, we'll check this works. We've got 2x squared plus the 2x plus the 5x plus the 5. And these two x terms do collect together to give us the 7x. Do you want to have a go at this question? You can pause the video and come back when you're ready. Okay, so welcome back if you had a go. So we've got 3x squared plus 5x plus 2. We need two brackets. And we need a 3x in one bracket and an x in the other. That would give us the 3x squared term. Then we need the numbers here and here that multiply to make positive 2. And because 2 is a prime number, that would be 1 times 2. Now one of them will be multiplied by 3. When you multiply it by 3 and add it to the other, you get a positive 5. So we multiply this to 1. So we multiply this one by 3. And that will give us 3 add 2 to make 5. So because we times over 1 by 3, that will go here. And then we'll get rid of 2. How did you get on with that? This is a factorised form. Let's try example 2. Okay, so in example 2, we've got 3x squared plus 14x minus 5. So again, we'll need 2 brackets. We'll have 3x in one and x in the other. And now we need the two numbers, here and here, to multiply to make negative 5. So if we look at the factors of negative 5, this is 1 times negative 5, or negative 1 times positive 5. Remember, a negative times a positive will give us a negative. And because one of these numbers will have to go here, we'll multiply it by 3, and then we'll add it to the other one. So the question is, which of these do we multiply by 3 and add it to the other to get the 14x? So the best way of doing this is working through it turn by turn. If we multiply the 1 by 3, we get 3. 3 take away 5 is negative 2. That's not going to work. If we multiply the negative 5 by 3, we'll get negative 15. And the 1 is negative 14. But that's closer. We want positive 14, not negative. So if we multiply this 5 by 3, we'll get 15. And then we'll take away the 1, and that will give us 14. So because we need to multiply this 5 by 3, this will go in our second bracket. And we take away 1 will go in our first bracket. Okay, we can check this. We've got 3x squared, 15x, minus x, minus 5. And we do get the positive 14x here. Okay, let's try the next one. So we've got 2x squared plus x minus 3. We'll use 2 brackets. We'll have 2x in our first bracket, x in our second. And we need to look at the factors of negative 3. So this is 1 and negative 3, and negative 1 and positive 3. So the question is, which one, when we double it, would go here, and which one would go now? So what do you think we can do here? If we double this positive 1, then we get 2, and 2 take away 3 will give us negative 1. So that's not going to work. But if we double this negative 1, then we get negative 2 plus with 3, that will give us positive 1. So a negative 1 has to go here, and a positive 3 would go there. Okay, let's just check this again. We've got 2x squared minus 2x plus with 3x minus with 3. And these two simplify to make positive 1x. Do you want to ever go out factorising this one? You can pause the video and come back when you're ready. Okay, so welcome back if you had a go. So we've got 2 brackets, 3x in one and x in the other. And then we need to look at the factors of a negative 7, which are 1 times negative 7 and negative 1 times positive 7. Now one of these numbers will go here, and we'll multiply it by the 3x. And then we'll add it to the other to give us the 4x. So which one do we times by positive 3? Well, if we times the negative 1 by 3, we get negative 3 plus this 7. That will give us a positive 4. So we have to multiply the negative 1 by positive 3. So the negative 1 will go here. So we get x minus 1. And that will be 3x plus 7. How did you get on with that? Let's try some exam style questions. So do you want to give questions 1, 2, and 3 a go? You can pause the video And when you come back, you can check your working with mine. Okay, so welcome back if you want to go. So for question 1, we've got our 2 brackets with 5x in one bracket and x in the other. Then we need 2 numbers that multiply to make the negative 8. So that could be negative 1 and positive 8, negative 2, positive 4. We could also have had 1 and negative 8, 2 and negative 4. Now one of the numbers will go here and we'll multiply it by 5. When we add it to the other, we'll get positive 6. So if we multiply this 2 by the 5, we get 10. And 10 take away the 4 will give us 6. So this positive 2 must go here, and the negative 4 will go in the other bracket. Did you get that? For question 2, we'll have 3x in one bracket and x in the other. And then we need the factors of negative 20. So we'll have negative 1, 20, negative 2 and 10, negative 4 and 5. But it could also be in the opposites. So negative 20, negative 10 and negative 5. Now one of them would go here and we'll multiply it by 3. Then we'll add it to the other to get 11x. So the question is, which is our correct pair? Well, if we times this 5 by positive 3, then we'll get 15. And the 15 take away the 4 will give us 11. So we need to multiply this 5 by the 3, and that'll be 3x minus 4. Did you get that? And then finally, for question 3, the problem we have here is that this 6 is not a prime number. So this becomes either 6y in one and y in the other, or it could be 3y in one bracket and 2y in the other. And we still need to look at the factors of negative 5. So negative 5 could be 1 times negative 5, or negative 1 times positive 5. So we need to work through these 2 combinations for both sets of brackets. And we need to make the negative y term. So if we start with this 6y, we'll multiply one of them by 6, and we'll add it to the other, and that should give us a negative 1. Well, if we times the negative 1 by 6, we'll get negative 6. And negative 6 added to positive 5 will give us a negative 1. So it is this negative 1 that we need to multiply by 6. And then we'll add the 5. So this is our correct factorized form. We didn't need to move on to this set of brackets. Okay? Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found that useful. If you want more practice on factorizing quadratics, you can download the lessons and the worksheets from my website, mrmathematics.com. I'll leave a link in the description below.